So we hosted another Central Ohio MG Owners Tech session here in the shop, and actually we're going to be doing it in two separate videos here. The first video is going to be that one of our other members put on a demonstration of how to salvage the dual water gauge, water and oil gauge here, that when the water temperature is no longer working because it let all its gas out, he found a way of finding another gauge that's pretty cheap to buy, that you can actually cut off the tube and solder the new one on there, and he does a full demonstration on that to make it work again. So let's get into the first part of the tech session and look for the video of the second part coming up soon.
This is how to save a Smith's or Jaeger dual water temperature and oil pressure gauge. This gauge I had in my stock, it was cut off, and I cleared the end, took a pin, made sure the end of it was clear. Then I take tag wire off of a manila tag and I put it inside of the little opening in order to keep it clear so we don't get solder inside of it when we go to put her back together. So I will clean up the end of this with some sand cloth, polish it up, and get it ready to solder. Cleaning up the solder.
What's the 50-50? Tin and lead?
Tin and lead composition, 50-50. It has a 350-degree melting point, whereas the latest solders, the 95.5, has a 450-degree melting point.
Okay.
So we don't need any super strength with this. So once I have this all cleaned up and open, I know this gauge is good because when it was crimped shut with a pair of side cuts by someone. So I ended up opening it up, and when I did, I could smell the gas that's inside here. Any of you guys know what kind of gas is inside of these? I know you do.
You better.
Okay. It's ether. And the reason they use ether is it has a 1-to-1 temperature ratio. As the temperature increases 1 degree, it'll register 1 degree on the gauge. So they found that's one of the most accurate gases. Now in this, inside of the bulb, it's actually in a liquid form. And what we're going to do, what we have to do in order to keep this liquid inside of the bulb is I'm going to immerse it in ice with rock salt. And anybody know why I use rock salt with the ice?
Lowers the temperature?
Absolutely. Keeps temperature below 32. At 32 degrees, ether will stay liquid. And if you don't do that, as soon as you cut that board or the lead to the gauge, it starts to leak out. Yes, science. So, now this Sacrificial gauge I bought is a Bosch, and it is a very expensive gauge, $28 on Amazon. So it's well worth buying one like that in order to sacrifice it. All right, we'll let that cook in there. And if anybody needs any of this little copper, let me know when we're done. I'll cut you a chunk. But I cut a piece about 1.5 inches long, and then I take my drill and I drill it out to the size of the inner tube inside of the windings here, so that it'll slide over the top of this. So that's the prep. As you can see, well, you can't see, but each end of it has been drilled out to where it will slide over this for the soldering part. Now when I go to solder it, I put the tag wire through it and into the gauge. That keeps the little tiny hole from getting solder in it, and allows, keeps it from, if it gets solder in it, it's done. You have to take it apart and remelt it and go through all this again. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to tin this outer part of the gauge there. Tinning is where you put, I use this special flux. It's called a tinning flux, and it has solder in the flux. So I try not to get it over the end. And I got one of these handy dandy little, they're made for creme brulee when they, toast the top of it.
Table saw.
Yeah, this is what they use, but I use it for other purposes. Just a little spot that I don't like. So I make sure I get a good coat of solder on this. So when I do the final solder, it will suck in there and seal it. There the tag wire is in. Flux it up again. All right, so that is on and ready for solder. All right, so that's round one of soldering. I believe it looks. Good. So then we pull our tag wire out, and we know that our tube then is still open.
When we get here earlier, but the trees are down all over the road.
Yep.
Roads are closed.
All right. Now, for the next step, we go to our brand new sacrificial gauge here. And we got to take our winding off the outside of this. Carefully cutting the outer winding and not the inner tube yet. All right. As I was telling you before, the ether in here, in the bulb that's in this, is now, what do you think, sir? Be close to 30 degrees with the rock salt and the ice. The rock salt drops the temperature and keeps it at a constant 30 degrees or so, and that way the ether stays liquid inside of the bulb. Now, when I cut this inner piece, I use a very fine file, and that allows me not to crimp the tube shut. All right. There it is now. We're going to tin this side. You are going to need to heat up some water. You got to remember, ether is very flammable. So if you get flames shooting out of this, you know you're not cool enough in your ice and rock salt yet.
Can you smell any ether?
I could not, no.
Okay.
When I got that torch close to the edge when I was tinning it, if the ether was coming out, there'd have been a flame shooting out of it. That's your first clue that you're not cold enough yet.
Okay.
So we'll let that cool, and once we get hot water here, we'll pull that bulb out, throw it in the hot water, and good Lord willing, the gauge will go up to 212.
Mike, what year were the, that style of temperature gauge in MGs?
They were up to, I want to say, 73, 72, right in there. They switched to the electric gauges.
Yeah, 'cause
You know exactly what year that was, Rob?
MGB, it'd be 68, they switched.
Was it
Midget-
68?
Midget went all the way to 74.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah, because I
thinking,
got
yeah.
mine's a 74 and I've got that. I wish it were electric.
Or is it 76, 74?
To buy those new, they're like $300 or something?
Yeah, to buy a new one, they're just under $300 for the Smiths.
Yeah.
And then the Jaegers are probably closer to $4. So, it's well worth the $28 to try and save if you have a good Jaeger gauge.
Yeah.
I was hoping to find one for the demonstration,
If you
but
send them out to have them rebuilt, you're gonna spend a minimum of 200 having them rebuilt.
yeah. And they come back really nice, and
It's, minimum of 200, probably 250 at least.
yeah,
nowadays.
with shipping, handling, and
Last gauge I done was 4 or 5 years ago, $200.
yeah, you know it's cold when the ice is froze right to the fitting on it. So now we wait for water to boil. Nobody watch the pot. Stick your finger in there. How hot is it?
You know, there are
Getting warm?
Would it help if it was plugged in at the wall?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, sure, have to give a technical solution.
120?
The tech session.
It would
Yeah,
move to
I
the
know.
first notch, which is first increment's 120.
Good demonstration, Mike. Very good.
Well, hopefully it'll work. And then I'll have the Smith's gauge for sale.
Yep.
And these gauges do come with different size fittings that are made for this bulb. If you have a different size or you're putting it into a different vehicle.
How do you change the fittings?
Well, when you
Oh, when you take that off.
cut the tube and it's in there, you have this fitting slid all the way up, and then you make your switch at that time before you do the final solder there.
Goes up to whatever it is, right?
Yeah. We're gonna throw it in there and see what happens. Hopefully I haven't soldered. It's moving.
158.
120, 160, 65, 168. So we're working.
Good.
So we're cranking about 180 right now. So there we have a successful saving of a gauge.
What temperature does the thermostat open at?
Depends on what you have in there. I usually run 160s in mine because it'll go up to close 170 plus in the summertime. She's holding right at 180.
Not enough power to get it to 212,
Well,
this workshop.
she's holding right tight at 180. Yeah, 185. What are we showing in there, Rob? You got your handy dandy. Almost 190.
According to this, about 185.
Yeah, we're just under 190 here. So,
Yeah, you're really close. Do
Yeah.
that, do it at the burner. Yeah.
throw it on the burner, see what happens.
Science. Looks fairly accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it's real close.